Hey guys, so it is crayons. So I know my screen is blank because this is a faceless channel, but we're gonna look at the kit that I've been working on to make my own reborn doll dog right now. This guy's visiting today, so we made him a little spot. That's my service dog in the crate. We've been just hanging out. I brushed him today and I cut his nails. He's not my dog, but he is sort of my dog. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, we have split custody. Anyways, he is my dog, I guess, in some way. All right, let's take a look at the Grilly kit. I'm just gonna talk about Grilly and what I think about this kit. All right, we're pretty much already done, almost done making this kit. I was on earlier, but anyways, I wanted this dog to kind of have the same markings as my service dog, but it's inspired by, but not really fully. But this kit was so dang easy to paint that I'm going to have to pass on the savings when I make them for my customers and account for my time. So I'm going to, it just literally is the most stinking easy, fast process in making a doll. I just feel kind of cheated because she didn't have, like I keep on explaining that her body, this is her body. And I'm drying it. I'm going to dry it. I might blow dry it later. We're going to add more spots to it, but her body is white. When you come, it's a gleaming white. I actually used Rit dye to dye her body this color to match her, to match her colorations and everything. I still have to glue her eyes in, but basically Grilly is, the tail is in the body. If you see, like, it's not, they didn't even bother. This kit was extremely expensive. If I wasn't doing the ESSA stuff, I would never have purchased this kit at all. But it does come out nice. The sculpting is very nice. If you see her in real life, I did do a nice job. My service dog has this black raccoon eye thing going. So I did that, and my service dog is this same color as Grilly. If you see her in person, she has a tan color, a nice tan color. So these are her little paws. I made them gray. I made her nails like gray. I still have to add a little bit more gloss to her nose. I decided to go with a brown eye, as that's what my service dog has, is brown eyes, and that's what this kind of dog probably would have. You know, honestly, this kit is way too easy. I want more bang for my buck because I take the value of a kit is basically, for me, that I am able to create a doll that takes me at least a few days. Not just 2 days or less to make it, because the value is that it occupies my time and it pushes me creatively. I would say this kind of pushed me a little bit creatively, but since I've already used to work with ceramics, it was like too dang easy for me to paint this kit. What I did is I went through and I painted a flat coat of white. And then after that, I took and I dry brushed territorial beige and light mocha, dry brushed all over, and left her like a dipped face, like in white, like my service dog. Then I used like a black for the nose, and then I used gray for the mouth and the nose, and then I just used a wash down so I could get a gradient, like a wash, instead of it be like, I don't know how to describe it. I then decided to do a flat coat around the eye, and then I softened it out with like a washed out like gray. So she would look more, I don't know how to describe it, more natural. That's it. That's all she is. And, and then I decided, because my service dog has gray paws, gray pads, I decided to just go with that. And I made gray nails. And then the body, I used Rit dye. I forget the name of the kind. And I just used hot water, and I dipped it in the hot water for like a minute or two, and then there you go. It matches perfectly. That's it. I would be careful, because there's like cardboard pieces that get soaked and then it ruins the body. I didn't notice that until after the fact. But it is what it is. They'll dry. It will be okay. And then, that's it. That we're done. I just have to do glaze on her nose and around her eyes. Those two things. So they look moist and more believable, maybe around the mouth a little bit. And then, I'm gonna add a little bit more of a dry brush technique with some more of that light mocha right here and here. So she has some spots. And there you go. She's gonna be done. So Grilly's gonna be finished at that point. I just feel cheated. I feel cheated. I want more. I want to be able to do more. And it's really hard. I've never had a kit so easy to paint in my life. And I'm kind of feeling cheated. But she's cute. I mean, she comes out cute. But I'm just feeling a little bit bummed out. But I have plenty of other kits. But when you spend that much money on a kit, you want at least them to have a tail, maybe like more fuller limbs. Like take this part off and have like more fuller limbs. Like this could be a full leg. See, could be a full leg. Instead of just these tiny little paws. Okay. We are making one more dog. I am not going to buy the pug after all, because the pug is a very similar, it's from the same sculptor, and it's very similar, and I just blow through them, and, I don't get my money's worth. So, I mean, this kit was $125, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, what the heck did I do? I mean, $125, I would like to have that money back. But I want to use this for my show and use it as an example. But yeah, so if you do buy one of these customs from me, I think I'm going to charge a lot less than I don't think I am going to charge less than other dogs or dolls that I would make where the kit is comparable, because it takes me so much less time to make it. It's fast, it goes quickly, unless I have to add hair to it. The reason I didn't do hair is because I like the sculpting and I wanted that to show, and financially. I thought of doing hair, but I just really like when you look up close, you can see the markings, and I like that. This artist did a nice job with her sculpting. Her faces are very sweet and beautiful. But what the heck? Why is there no tail? Why are the legs so short? I know it's a dash hound, but you could make it up to here. Your leg could be like up to here. You could have like more fuller legs. And then you could sculpt it so that you just have a body, and then you have a hole for the tail, and the tail could be like, I forget the name of that pig sculpt, but that one had a vinyl tail. The tail is so important. What the heck is going on here? You're leaving out appendages here. Like, what's going on? Anyway, was it fun? Yeah, I think it was a fun sculpt to paint. I will put it was fun. I like this it's going to be a beautiful dog, and it's going to look nice, and it's going to stay with me. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's all. I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for coming to my live. So we're not quite finished yet. I still have to stuff her, weight her, put her together, and add more pigment to the spots here. A little bit more to the spots, and then we when it dries, and then we will. I think by tomorrow we'll finish her up. I think that would be a good timeline for that. But her face is really sweet. Yeah. A little creepy, but I like it. I like it. I think it came out pretty good. If you see my service dog, you'll know what I'm talking about. She's resting right now, so I'm not going to be mean to her and tell her to come over here. I've had to have her come over here and model for me multiple times today for me to be able to make the marks that I need to, learning like where her marks are on her face, her markings. So it's not quite completely like my service dog, but the face is. So anyway, I will see you guys all later. Thank you for coming to my live, and that's all I got. Yeah, so thank you. Well, I'm having a problem here. Everything I touch is like, I think it's Mercury in retrograde.